Hey there everyone, welcome back to Gamevine, and my name is Dave, and today we are calling upon the flock as we review Battle Sheep's Flock to Greener Pastures. Now, as a disclaimer, this was sent to us by Outset Media. They are fantastic and they've been a partner of us for quite a while now. Thank you so much for your support. They allow us to review games that they distribute, like this one from Blue Orange here. Battle Sheep has been out, I think, since 2017 or something along those lines. It's an abstract game of, well, it doesn't look like it, but it is a take that type of game where you're going to be cutting people off, trying to keep them from winning by trapping them in a little place. It's going to be a lot of haha I got that and haha you can't move type of game. It looks cutesy, but underneath that sheep's skin is a wolf waiting to pounce. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Well, stay tuned, let me show you. But before that, let's look at the components. This is what you get in the box of Battle Sheeps, and I gotta tell you, it is no joke. These tiles are some of the thickest cardboard, sturdy, not the most festive tiles, but they have flowers on them, so they have just enough on them to make it look like a field. On the bottom, it's got this kind of grainy texture, not so much that it's like sandpaper, but just enough, I think, just to keep them from sliding. Really good production, and these chips are no joke as well. They have Battle Sheep indented on each of the chips here, and all of these art of the sheeps are not completely unique, but they do have different art on them, and that goes for every one of the colors, all four players. I am particularly a fan of the blue ones, but just listen to that. It sounds like poker chips. Great stuff here. I just hope the game is fun. Well, let's see. Okay, so this game is really simple. I have it set up for a two-player game. You get 4 pieces of these tiles here, and you'll take turns building the board. This so happens to be the board that I'm building here, and you'll have all your sheeps in a stack, all 16 of them. And the name of the game is to be able to move at least one of your stacks of sheeps until you can't anymore. The person that cannot move loses, and in a 2-player game, well, the other person would win. In a 3 or 4-player game, they would just be knocked out. So the trick is you can take this whole stack but one sheep, because you always have to leave behind one sheep, and move it as far as you want in a straight line. So I can move it like this, and that's pretty much it. So maybe I want to come all the way down here to the blue guy, because the trick is, if there's something blocking your way, say if I move these blue guys here and I move these 2 sheep here like that, now this blue stack only has that space left to go, leaving the 2 stack with nowhere else to go. So that is not a legal move. So you're going to want to try to do that. You want to divvy up your sheeps in different areas, but you also want to try to block the sheep of your opponents in as much as possible. And that's really it. You'll just continue to do that, leaving at least one sheep behind when you take a turn, move in straight lines until there is a point that there's a player that cannot move anymore, and that person loses. And then you would set it up again and go all through the whole process as many times as you would like. I cannot say it much simpler than that. That is the game. Very good components, though, I'll tell you what. Let me tell you my thoughts on it overall, though. And that is Battle Sheeps. I'm not really going to be giving it a grade. I think technically it's a kid's game, but honestly, this is a prime example of a no age limit type of game. The strategy in this game it's one of the most tactile board games that I've seen. And with that being said, I'm going to recommend it with 2 thumbs up. Kind of like me rating a child's game, but this is a lot more than that. It is a humdinger. I mean, it knocks it out of the park. The components, the art, the box appeal, the actual gameplay, the zip zap zoom of the game time. It's so speedy, which is one of my favorite things about board games. Other than, you know, seeing what I built up, that's my other favorite thing. But the main thing is, how long does it take to set up and break down? That's super fast with this one. And how long is it to play? So we maybe play 1 or 2. Well, with this one, most likely you'll be playing 3 games in a row, because they can last anywhere from like even 5 minutes if you don't make the right move, like I did a few times. Or they can go up to the 15-minute mark, like it says, but very rarely do I see that. 2-player games are great. 3-player games are great. Haven't done a 4-player game, but I bet it is chaotic. It's such a great scaling game, and I think the person who has more of a logic-based tactical brain is going to most likely win. The person that's good with numbers and taking those risks when they need to be taken, they can learn how to beat everybody more often than not. But with fresh minds, I think a kid and an adult going into this at just the first kind of few plays, they will stand on even ground. So I like it a lot. So if you want to pick it up, it's going to be in a link down below. You can just zip right over to that and pick it up for yourself. But again, thank you so much, Outset Games, for helping us with this review, and you, Vi Nation, for clicking like and subscribe. Until next time that I see you, my name is Dave, and have a great rest of your day and a great time with all you play. You heard it here on the Game Vine, and I'm out. Bye. Vi Nation, we love making content here for you on the channel, and we're almost at 10,000 subscribers, so subscribe now and help us out. This video right here, I think you'll like. This video right here, YouTube thinks you'll like. Or you can just sit here and watch me dance as a dinosaur for a little bit longer. You can visit us at our social media outlets, and we're going to be improving our Patreon here soon. That's all for today. Miko, it's time to go. Good girl, Miko.